focus. Hello, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, sound testing, hello today. Hello everyone, welcome to ACE online class, and this is Narendra. So today we will discuss some of the important questions of time and work and some questions which are very frequently asked in the exam. So let's begin over here, my dear friend. So I noticed that the exactly 5 o'clock, and our first question is this. Okay, let's I'll read it out and then I will give 30 seconds for you to answer this question. So it's a basic question, I think. A car travel from Delhi to Jaipur at a speed of 50 km per hour, and another travel from Delhi to Ludhiana. There is another place, Ludhiana, with a speed of 60 km per hour. So what we are understanding is the first one from Delhi to where it is Jaipur, and the second one is from Delhi to Ludhiana. This is what we understood it. Next, the speed is given for Delhi to Ludhiana and Delhi to Jaipur and Delhi to Ludhiana. If the time taken by both the cars is same, the time from here to here is same. Remember that the speed is different. The distance from Jaipur to Delhi is 720 km. So we also have this distance Jaipur to Delhi, that is 270 km distance is there, and Delhi to Jaipur even the speed is also there, that is 50 km per hour speed is there. Now what I need to find it out here, then find the distance between Ludhiana to Delhi. What is common between these two? The common is we know the time is equal, whereas we know the Delhi to Ludhiana speed is also given to us as 60 km per hour. Speed is given to us. Right, my dear friend? Take your 30 seconds. This is a very basic, simple and prelim level question and a very direct question. You don't need to pay much attention to answer this question. Come on. Okay, at least 3 people are there, that's great. Come on, if someone can answer the question, it's fine, or else after the 30 seconds I will answer this question. Remember that the time is same, it is said. Time travel, another car from Delhi to Ludhiana, if the time taken by both the car is same, look at this part. So now you can answer the question. Come on. Okay. So the time is up. Allow me to answer this question now. So what we understand is, what is the time for Delhi to Jaipur? So we need the distance by speed. So that is 270 divided by 50. That's what we are looking for. Am I right? 270 plus 1 minute. 50. So can you find out the time? Now once you get the time over here, so use the same time into speed, you are getting the distance between Delhi to Ludhiana. You can answer the question. Someone answer the question here. Someone answer the question. Let me answer this one. So this is 270 divided by 50. This is the time for Delhi to Jaipur. So the time into the speed here, that is 60. I will be getting the distance. This is the time, and that this is the speed into 60. We will be getting the distance from Delhi to Ludhiana. Okay, my dear friends. So let's conclude this one. I notice that this gets cancelled with 5. This gets cancelled 12 times. 27 into 12. 12 7 is 84. Okay. 84 carry 8, and 12 to 24 plus 8 32. So I notice that my answer should be 324 kilometer. Do we have any option 324 kilometer? 324 kilometer. I think option choice D. Yeah, that is right, option D. Okay. Fine. I am moving on to the next question. Let me see my friends can answer this question. I will read it out the question. It is a practice, exams are coming on, and just make sure that you have the good practice and good understanding. The moment you look at the question, you should know how to respond to this question. A car X started running from a place with a uniform speed of 40 km per hour in a particular direction. After 1.5 hours, another car Y running from the in the same direction from the same place with an uniform speed and overtake X in 1 hour 36 minutes. Overtake the previous car. So, you have to find out what is the car speed of car Y. So, please understand that what is the distance over here? The distance is nothing but before the second car starts, Y starts, and Y starts at what time? Y starts after 1.5 hours. So, till 1.5 hours X was moving, okay. The X, let me erase this one, the X was moving with a speed of 40 km per hour, and in 1.5 hours what will be the distance between them? That is 60 km will be the distance between them. Now, then the another car overtakes, the Y overtakes the first one in 1 hour 36 minutes. So, this 36 minutes is nothing but 136 by 60, we 12 3 times, we 12 5 times, 5 1 and 8 by 5 hours. It overtake 8 by 5 hours. That means 60 km is covered in a relative speed in 8 by 5 hours. So, I will be getting the relative speed here, and once I get the relative speed, I already know the speed of car X. We need to find out what is the speed of car Y. So, very basic and prelim level question. I am giving 30 seconds to you, my dear friend, and please try to answer the question if you can. I will be very happy, or else it is a revision for you. Look at this, the second car started after 1.5 hours. So, that is with a speed of 40 km per hour, in 1.5 hours it already covers 60 km. After that the Y starts. That means my relative distance is 60 km, and Y overtake in 1 minute 36 seconds, that means the relative time is 8 by 5 hours. So, 60 divided by 8 by 5, I am getting the relative speed, which is A minus B format. One speed is known to us, I need to find out the another speed. Anyone answer the question? Anyone answer the question after writing this? Okay, my dear friends, it is good. Let me now complete this one. So, this is my distance, hope you are understanding it. This 60 km is my distance, and it overtaken by Y in 8 by 5 hours. So, as both of them are moving in the same direction, the relative speed will be in the form of A minus B, and whereas the B is 40 km per hour is given to us, the lower speed is given to us as a 40 km. So, write down that A minus 40 is equal to 60 divided by 8 by 5, the time taken to overtake. So, that is 8 by 5. That is what the relative speed A minus B. From here onwards, I am sure some of you will be able to answer the question. Okay. Try to answer the question here. Let me cancel this one, and I notice that here you are cancelling this with 4 2 times, and with 4, that is 15 times, and that is 75 by 2, which is 37.5. So, I got this as a 37.5. That means A minus 40 km is 37.5. Then what is the speed of A? Can someone respond why I am not able to see the comments? I am sure some of you must be giving the comments here. but not able to see. Okay, do not worry, I will just refresh it and now I will be able to see it. Just a minute, just a minute. Okay, okay. Now let me go for all these charts. So, what is the answer for this? The answer for this, that is what what is A? A is equal to 37.5 plus 40, and that comes 77.5. So, what is the speed of y? The speed of y is 77.5 kilometer per hour, which is option choice B. Okay. It was a easy question actually. Now, okay. So, shall I move on to the next question? Total 10 questions we will discuss over here, and this is question number 3. What is there in this question? Okay, let me read it out. A boat covers 48 kilometer upstream and 72 kilometer downstream in 12 hours. It is a very important question and very frequently asked in the mini examination, not only bank, RRB, SSC, also the same pattern. So, 48 kilometer upstream and 72 kilometer downstream in 12 hours, while it covers 72 kilometer upstream and 48 kilometer downstream in 13 hours. So, find the speed of the stream. Let us consider that the speed of the boat is x and the speed of the stream is y. So, when we say downstream, so it is x minus y, and when we say upstream here, no, downstream is x plus y and the upstream is x minus y. This is the speed. And how do we answer this question? I will just give a start, and after that some of you can answer this question, and that is this way: 1 by x, this is first upstream, right. So, x minus y, we will consider this as A, and 1 by x plus y, we will consider this as B. And how do we write the equation after writing this? So, this is upstream 48 by x minus y, which can be written as A, that is 48A. Frame a equation over here, 48A plus, now here 72 kilometer downstream, and the downstream is 1 by x plus y. That means, we have to write down this one as 72 by x plus y. So, 1 by x plus y, I consider this as B. Therefore, we will be writing this as 72B, and the total time taken for travelling this is 12 hours. This is a very stereotypic question. The same way we will be writing the second case, 48 kilometer downstream. Okay. The downstream 48 kilometer, and what is the upstream? Here it is 72 kilometer upstream. Okay. That means 72A plus, this is upstream, and here 48 kilometer downstream, then 48B, and the total time given over here is 13. By solving this question, I will be getting either A or B. Once you get the A, that means you are getting the x minus y, and replacing the A in one equation, you will be getting the value of B. So, that means you are getting x minus y and you are getting x plus y. When both are there with us, I can find out what is the speed of the stream. Come on, my dear friends, here your time starts here 30 seconds, and if anyone can answer the question, it is well and good. It is well and good. I will just wait for 30 seconds and then I will answer the question. Okay. Come on. Try to answer it. At say exam festivals are going on. Come on, my dear friends. If someone can answer, it is fine, or the time is over. Now, I will solve this equation here. So, what I notice is here, the first one, all these numbers are getting cancelled by 12. So, here when I cancel by 12 this one, now instead of that, can you multiply the whole by 1.5, you will be getting the second one. Okay. So, look at this part over here. This is with 12 you cancel this, and you are getting this one as let us multiply with 1.5. No, we are getting the same thing over here. When I multiply this one by 1.5, I will be getting this as 72, and I will be getting this one as 108, and with 1.5 I will be getting this one as 18. So, now I have noticed that 72A will get cancelled, and here 108B minus 48B, that I will be getting here is 60B, which is equal to 5. Then what is B here? The B is equal to 5 by 60, 1 by 12. Okay, 1 by 12. And what is B over here? That is x plus y. So, this 12 is nothing but x plus y. Done. And after that, I will replace the B value over here in the first equation. Look at this, in this first equation, I will replace the B value, that is 1 by 12. So, I am getting here it is 6, because 72 into 1 by 12, I get 6 here. So, when you take the 6 on the other side, 12 minus 6 is 6. So, 48 A is equal to 6, then what is A? I am just writing this one, 48 A is equal to 6, then your A is equal to 1 by 8, fine, 1 by 8. So, what is this 8 here? What is A? A is 1 by x minus y. So, I am getting here x minus y. And when you have that upstream speed is 12, downstream is speed is 12, and upstream speed is 8. So, what is the speed upstream? The difference of upstream and downstream divided by 2. So, that comes, what is the difference between 12 and 8? The difference is 4. So, the 4 divided by 2, I will be getting 2 kilometer per hour. This is your speed of the stream. Yes, my friends. So, anyone answer the question? Okay, not an issue. So, 2 kilometer per hour should be the speed of the boat, speed of the stream. Let us check that 2 kilometer per hour, that is option D, that is your answer. Come on. I will be moving on to the next question, that is question number 4. What is this question is all about? Let us read the question here. The RAM covered a total distance of 125 kilometer by car and motor. Is that clear? The next is the car speed is 50% more than the motorcycle. Okay, so this is an important part. Here car and motorcycle, the car is 50% more, that is 150%. If this is 100, this is 150, that means the ratio is 3:2, speed ratio is 3:2. Now, and the time taken to travel by car and to that of motorcycle is equal, the time given is equal. Now, what is the question? What is the distance RAM covered by motorcycle? So, I do not know how much distance RAM covered by motorcycle. Let us start this way. He covered the distance a kilometer, then what happens? The total distance is 125 kilometer. So, the distance covered by car is 125 minus a, and remember that the time is same, and time is nothing but a distance by speed. So, this is our distance. Let us come on my dear friends, I give 30 seconds for you. If someone can get the answer, it is very good. Even if not, then also it is good, my dear friends. So, I am not able to see the comment, why it is so, why it is so, I could not see. Okay, so many people are given the comment. Oh, well done. 50 kilometer per hour, Mr. Sarath Pawar, Mr. Prakash, Anusha and Lakshman Kumar, Dharani 77.5. Which question 77.5? Now I can see all your comment. Okay, anyhow, for this you are saying 50 kilometer per hour and it is none other than Sarath Pawar. Shall I check the answer? Is it option B? So, yes, my dear friends, it is option B. You are right, Mr. Sarath sir. So, how do I answer this question here? I will consider this speed as 3x and this speed as 2x. And the time is same. So, let us write down the time is nothing but distance by speed, that is 125 minus a by 3x. This is the time which is equal to the time taken to travel by motorcycle, and that is a by 2x. That is the only thing I need to frame the equation, and after that you can find that this equation is getting cancelled as x gets cancelled, and I need to find out the a here. So, you know that 3a and it is 2a, that is 5a. So, that comes 5a is equal to 125, therefore, a is equal to 25. 1 minute. So, this is 250. I am extremely sorry, this is 250. So, 250 because 2 into 125. So, when you cancel this one, you are getting 50, and Mr. Pawar has rightly answered the question, that is a is equal to 50. That means the distance travelled by motorcycle is 50 kilometer. Well done, sir. So, moving on to the next question on the board, and that is the fifth question here. Look at this one. The same type of questions could be asked either in this way or in this way or in this way. In a different examination, in some exam it is asked in this way, some exam in this way, some exam in this way, but the question pattern is same. We will go one by one over here. So, let us take the very first question here and see if some of my friend can answer the question. A worker reaches office 10 minutes late walking at 6 kilometer per hour. Now, if he he reaches the office 5 minutes early by walking 8 kilometer per hour. Find the distance. This is a very commonly asked question. So, let me see, I did not give the option, but the same question can be asked in a different way, where you can be asked the correct time, where you can be asked the correct speed. All the three cases I have taken. So, someone can answer the question here, and Prakash has said B, option okay, it was the previous question. What is the answer for this? Come on, my dear friends, you know the small formula is there, S1 into S2 by S1 minus S2 delta t, the difference of time. Apply this, you are getting the answer here. Then I go for the second one. My friends, you know one formula, that is S1, okay, not this color. So, this is S1, distance is equal to S1 into S2 by S1 minus S2 delta t, that is difference of time. In these two cases, you are directly getting the distance. So, let us work out on this formula, and anyone answer the question, my dear friend. And Sarath Pawar has said 120. Let me check Mr. Sarath has correct or not. That is 5A. This is 5A. What is S1? The S1 is 6 kilometer per hour and S2 is 8 kilometer per hour. So, the distance is equal to 6 into 8 by 6, 8 minus 6, that is 2, and into what is the difference of time. In the first case 5 minutes 10 minutes late, in the second case 5 minutes early, that is 15 minutes, and 15 by 60, that is 1 by 4 hours. So, multiply this by 1 by 4 hours, 4 into 2 8, 8 gets cancelled. So, the distance is 6 kilometer, my dear friend. Sumit sir, the distance is 120 kilometer, no, the distance is 6 kilometer. So, I simply apply this formula, that is S1 S1 into S2 by S1 minus S2 and difference of time, which is equal to speed. That is all, and you can see over here. Okay. As it is a minute, so 10 minutes late, 5 minutes early. So, the difference of time is 15 minutes, 15 by 60, that is 1 by 4. Now, I will go to the second one, which the similar type of question, but the final question asked is this: time. What is the actual time to reach the office? Now, what is there in this question? That a train running at 40 km per hour, it reaches the destination late by 11 minutes. If speed is 40 km, he is late, it is late by 11 minutes. But if it runs with a 50 km per hour higher speed, so it is still late by 5 minutes. So, what is the difference of time? Here late by 11 minutes, here late by 5 minutes, the difference of time is 6 minutes. Okay, what is my S1? 40, S2 50. Now, find the correct time for the train to complete the journey. So, the similar type of question, instead of asking the distance, sometimes they ask the time. Can you answer this question, my dear friend? I will just wait. I did not give the timer here nor the option, and 19 minutes Levati Rajkumar, 19 minutes. Okay, you are right, my dear friend. You are right. So, what we do is here, that is 5B, because all questions are of the same nature. So, first I will find out what is the distance. So, the distance is equal to 40 into 50, 40 into 50 divided by 40 minus 50, that is 10, and into the difference of time. Here 11 minutes late, here 5 minutes late, the difference is 6 minutes, and 6 by 60, that is 1 by 10 hours. So, 1 by 10. So, here this 0 gets cancelled, 5 4, which is 20. So, the distance is 20 kilometer. But if he follows with a speed of 40 km per hour, he is late by 11 minutes, So, that means how much time he takes when he travel with 40 km per hour, the distance by speed. So, that is 40, distance is 20 km, and the speed is 40 km, he takes 30 minutes, and by taking 30 minutes he is late, and late by 11 minutes. Then what is the correct time? The correct time should be 30 minus 11, that means he has to reach by 19 minutes. Beautifully answered the question, my dear friend. And who is that? Sumit sir, right. And Mr. Rajkumar, beautifully answered the question, my dear friend. And similar type of question, sometimes they ask what should be the actual speed to reach the destination on time. So, these three type of questions are asked here. So, let me read down the question here. That is, if the train runs with a speed of 60 km per hour, he is late by early by 3 hours. But if he runs with a speed of 45 km per hour, he is late by 2 hours. So, the difference, this is early and this is late, that means 5 hours difference. So, now it is asking, find the correct speed for which the train completes its journey. Correct speed with no late, no early. What should be the speed? Can you answer the question, my dear friend? We will answer this question. All questions are similar type. Only here it is distance asked, here time asked, here speed is asked. Okay. So, if you are going through all these three questions, this pattern of question will not go beyond these three questions. Okay, 19 Sumit sir, that's right. I am just waiting for you people to answer the third one, that is 5C. 5C. How will you answer the question? First, you have to find out the distance. I will just find out the distance over here. that is 60 into 45 divided by 15 and delta t, the difference of time, and the difference of time is 5 hours. So, multiply by 5. Now, you notice that I am cancelling this one 15 3 times, and 5 into 3 is 15 and 15 6 is 90. So, the distance is 900 kilometer is the distance. Okay. If I cover this 900 kilometer with a speed of 60 kilometer, then I am getting 3 hours early. So, let us find out the correct time the way we have worked out here. So, what is the correct time? Correct time is 900 divided by, that is 60, and here I will be getting here, that is 15 6 is 90. So, 15 hour is actually taking the time, and this time is 3 hours early. He is reaching 3 hours early. So, can I find out what will be the correct time? And once I get the correct time, I have the distance, I can find out the correct speed. Okay, sorry, 18 hours. Okay, my dear friends. So, by covering this one 15 hours, he reached early. How many hours early? 3 hours early. That means, what will be the correct time? The correct time will be 18 hours, is it? If the correct time is 18 hours, so let me write down over here, the correct time is 15 plus 3, you have rightly corrected it, that is correct time is 18 hours. So, I have the speed, I have the correct time, no, I have the distance and I have the correct time. So, distance divided by correct time, you will be getting the correct speed through which he will be neither late nor early. Anyone answer the question, my friends? Anyone answer the question here? Okay. So, that is what should be the speed? Correct speed, the distance by correct time, and that is I am just finishing it, this one, that is my distance is 900 kilometer and my correct time is 18 hours. That means, what should be the speed? Distance by time, which is nothing but 50 kilometer per hour. This is the correct speed. So, is all the 3 questions are clear, my dear friends? All these 3 type of questions are very clear to all my dear friends. I will be very happy if you can confirm that it is clear. If the distance is asked, you can directly apply this formula. If the time is asked, find out the time and then adjust the extra time or early time. Now, when the speed is asked, then find out the distance and take one speed and you are getting the time, adjust the late or early, you will be getting the correct time, and distance divided by correct time, you will be getting the correct speed. Okay, Rajkumar, Sumit sir. So, it is clear, it is clear. So, I am moving on to the next question, and which is here, come on my friends, we will go to the question. A train travels with a speed of 50 kilometer per hour, met with an accident and then proceed with 3/4 of its usual speed. 3/4 of the usual speed. The moment I understand he moves with 3/4 of the usual speed, then the time will be 4/3 of the usual time, and the extra time is 1/3 of the extra time. We understand that part. The next one, it says that and arrives the destination 35 minutes late. So, 1/3 of the time is 35 minutes, then what is the actual time? I can find it out. Okay. The next one is, had the accident would have been occurred 24 kilometer further, then it would have reached the destination only 25 minutes late. If 24 kilometer further, then instead of 35 minutes late, it would have been 25 minutes late. Then what is the usual speed of the train? Let me show you something. The train has moved 50 kilometer as per the question, and then the accident takes place, and because of which it moves the remaining distance with a 3/4 of the speed. The second situation is given. Had the accident would have been taken 24 kilometer further, that means therefore, he is 35 minutes late in the first case, and if it is 50 kilometer plus another 24 kilometer, had the accident would have been taken over here, then he would have been late by 25 minutes. So, 3/4 of the speed and late by 25 minutes. You are asked what is the usual speed. So, here it is a very commonly asked question in the main level. So, here the approach of this, let me explain you the approach and then I will leave it for you. Look at this 24 kilometer per hour, in this case running with the actual speed, and in the first case it is running with the 3/4 of the speed. So, as a result what happens, here it was 35 minutes late, but because 24 kilometer further he travelled with the actual speed, it is 25 minutes late. That means, how many minutes saved? 10 minutes is saved. For what? How many kilometers? 24 kilometers. So, I will answer this question in this way, taking that if the distance is equal to 24 kilometer, distance is equal to 24 kilometer, travelling with the normal speed and travelling with the 3/4 of the speed. If the 3/4 of the speed, then the time will be 4/3 of the time, and how much extra time? 1/3 of the extra time, and what is that extra time? 35 and 25. That means 10 minutes here is the extra time, because travelling 24 kilometer by 3/4 of the speed. So, 1/3 of the time is equal to 10. Then what is the actual time to travel 24 kilometer? So, that is 30 minutes. This is how the question has to be approached, my dear friend. One more question is there of similar type. So, first answer this question. I will give 30 seconds for you to respond to this. All these questions are very healthy question. Come on, try to answer the question. If you can get the answer, it is fine. Even if not, you are going to learn the question, which very frequently comes in the main, and those whoever is preparing the main, never miss this question practice. Okay. So, I noticed that 24 kilometer with the normal speed and with 3/4 of the speed. How much is the time difference? 10 minutes. So, that is 3/4 of the speed, that means time is reverse of it, 4/3. So, 1/3 of the time is 10. Then what is the actual time to travel 24 kilometer? What is the actual time to travel 24 kilometer? The actual time to travel 24 kilometer is 30 minutes. So, when you have the distance and when you have the time, can you find out the speed? Yes, my dear friends, you can find out the speed. So, please find out what is the speed, what is that speed. Let me see what is the speed here. Anyone? So, it's got stuck. Let me just go through this. Anyone answer the question? If your answer is 48, then you are right. So, 24, this 24 divided by 30 minutes. Okay, 48, Sumit Pawar sir, you are right. Option C, Anusha, you are right. Let me check the answer, and the answer is option C. So, from here itself I am getting the answer. All these things are all are the extension of the question. So, that is 24. So, 24 divided by 30 minutes, that means 1/2 hours, and I am getting the speed which is 48 kilometer per hour, option choice C. So, whenever this type of question comes, please notice this extra travel 24 kilometer with the actual speed and usual speed, the way we did it. Similar type of one more question is there, you can see over here. Look at this, my dear friend. So, with this type of question I will close, because only either the previous one or this one, these two type of questions are asked in the exam. A train met with an accident 4 hours after starting from starting, which that means in the previous question we have after travelling how many kilometer? 50 kilometer. Now, here the question asks that after 4 hours of travelling he met with an accident here, and for which it detained for 2 hours. Here it is stopped for 2 hours, and after that after which it proceed with a 60% of the original speed. So, after that it moves on 60%, that means 3/5 of the original speed. So, it will be late. How many hours late here? He reached to destination 5 hours late. So, this is 5 hours late, but actual late is not 5 hours. From this 2 hours is detained for repair. So, that has to be taken out, and the actual late because of the 3/5 of the speed is 5 minus 2, which is 3 hours is the actual late. Okay. The next one, it arrives the destination 5 hours late. Had the accident would have been taken place 180 kilometer further. So, here this is 4 hours travel, and after that it travels 180 kilometer further, and if the accident takes place over here, then he will be late by how many hours? The train would arrive only 4 hours late. So, here in this case 4 hours late. From here we have to take out these 2 hours detained for repair, then actual late will be that is 4 minus 2, that is 2 hours late. Look at this one. Now, my focus is on this 180 kilometer. So, 180 kilometer with normal speed and with 3/5 of the speed, the difference is 1 hour. Can you answer the question, my dear friend? I will just give some time for you to think about it. Think about it. Even if you get the answer, it is fine. Even if not, but still you will learn something. You will learn something. Come on. Now, what I understand from this, the question is very clear now. We are on question number 7. Okay. So, look at this part. Look at this part. So, that is the speed is 3/5, then the time will be 5 by 3. So, if speed is 3/5 of the speed, then the time will be 5 by 3 of the time. How much extra time? 2 by 3 is extra time, and that extra time is for distance 180 kilometer. That is what 3 hours and 2 hours, the 1 hour extra time. This is original speed and this is a reduced speed. So, 1 hour. So, what is the actual time for 180 kilometer? So, actual time will be 3 by 2 hours, that is 1.5 hours is the actual time to travel 180 kilometer. So, can I find out the speed? 180 divided by 1.5. So, the actual speed will be 180 divided by 3 by 2, 1.5 is nothing but 3 by 2, 120 kilometer per hour. Had the previous question as asked speed, my answer would have been 120 kilometer. But it is also asked what is the length, original length, the entire length from the beginning to the end. Now, can you work out that length, my dear friend? Look at this one, this is 4 hours and the speed is 120 kilometer. So, the first part of the speed, that is 4 into 120, and then comes 480 kilometer and plus This is another, can I consider this part 180 kilometer. So, let us add up this part also. We already got the this one, or directly you can find out this part this one, that is okay. Let it be time. What is the time? So, 2/5 of the extra time. Look at I am working on this. So, if 3/5 of the speed, then the time will be 5/3 of time. The extra time is 2/3 of the time, and which is equal to extra time is 3 hours for the remaining distance. So, 3/2 of the time, which is equal to 3, then what is the actual time? The actual time will be, that is 9/2 hours will be the actual time, right my dear friend. So, I already know the speed is 120, and to travel the remaining distance it will take 9/2 hours. I can find out the total distance. So, I will wait for your response. I will wait for your response. I am sure some of you will be able to answer the question. You can notice that to travel from here to the end, it takes 9/2 hours. That calculation was explained, and we know the speed is 120. We already know this is 480 kilometer plus 120 into 9/2. How much it comes? 6 and 9 6 is 54. So, 540. So, here it is 540. When I add up this one, 1020 kilometer is the distance. So, my distance is 1020 and the speed is 120. So, distance 1020 and speed 120. I notice that it is option choice B. Okay, fine. You are not even able to answer the question, then you learned it, how to approach this question, and these are not prelim questions, these are main level questions, right. Moving on to the 8th question, total 10 questions are there today. Come on my dear friends, here is the question that is M and N are two stations with an distance of 918 kilometer. Now, a train starts from M at 8:45 and travel at a speed of 72 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now, towards the station N, another train starts from the station N at 11 am. The first one, both of them have started from the okay. The first one is started from M, the second one started from N. What is the time gap? 8:45 and 11. Is it not 2 hours? It is 2 hours 15 minutes. 2 hours 15 minutes means 15/60, that is 1/4, and that is nothing but 9/4 hours. So, for 9/4 hours only the first train was running with a speed of 72 kilometer per hour. So, I can find out how much distance it might have covered. 9/4 into 72, we can find out how much distance is already covered before the second train starts. These are very common, this is very common question asked in the exam. Now, and travel at a speed of, the second train traveling at a speed of 54 kilometer per hour towards M. At what distance from M the two will meet? Actually, the question is after how much time the two will meet, but many a time they ask the question this way, at what distance from M both of them will meet. So, I change the last sentence here. Come on my dear friends, here I will be giving 30 seconds to you, and with a hope that some of you will be able to answer the question, and you can notice that those are the options. Those are the options. Okay. I will answer this with the least possible way to answer it, with least possible writing. Come on. Okay. Now, I think 2 second is there, 1 and 0. Okay. Now, I will answer, and Anusha has said option choice B 720. Let me check whether Anusha is correct or not. Option A, I think you have said about previous question. Now, why I am saying this question is so simple. I already know that the first train started at 8:45, the second started at 11. So, the time gap from 8:45 to 11 is 2 hours 15 minutes, which is nothing but 9 by 4 hours. Now, in 9 by 4 hours with a speed of 72 kilometer, how much distance it will cover? This is 18 and 18 9 162 kilometer it will cover. What is the total distance? 918 is the total distance. With relative speed, what is the distance they will cover? So, 918 minus 162, that is what you need to find out. The remaining distance they will cover with a relative speed, and that distance I am getting this one as 756 kilometer. Now, 756 divided by the relative speed. What is the relative speed? 72 plus 54, that comes 126. So, divide this by 126, you are getting 6 hours. So, it will further take 6 hours. Okay. So, the total the M has travelled for how many hours? The M has travelled already for 162 kilometer, and after that another 6 hours he travels. So, in 6 hours with a speed of 72 kilometer per hour, how much distance will it cover? 6 into 72, and that I am getting this one as 6 to 12 carry 1 and 6 7 40 to 43. This is another distance it covers, and then these two train meets with each other. So, what is the distance from M? The distance from M is 162 plus 432. 162 plus 432, and then this comes 4 and 9 and 5. So, from M 594 kilometer, both the train meet with each other, right. These all are the questions. I am selecting it very carefully, so that when you are attending the class you must learn something, and this type of question comes in the examination. I am moving on to the next question, and that is question number 9. Come on my dear friends, after that one more question will be there, which is about a quantity comparison. You know that you get the, okay, some animation is there. So, the last question is an important question. Train A, while travelling at a speed of 48 kilometer per hour, cross a pole in 18 seconds. So, that means it is crossing its own distance. So, I can find out the length of the train A. Next, and train B cross a vertical pole in 30 seconds. Here we do not know what is the speed of train B. If the length of B is 60 meter more than that of A. So, from here I will get the length of A, and that length if I add 60, I will get the length of B. So, once I get the length of B divided by time taken to cross the pole, I will be getting the speed of B. So, you are asked what is the speed of B in kilometer per hour. Come on my dear friends, here your 30 second, here your 30 second, try to answer it, it is just a practice, probably different question, instantly you are working. In the same way when in exams you go, so some of the questions you feel like knowing those questions. Okay, Sumit sir has already answered the question, and he said 36 kilometer per hour. Option C, 36 kilometer per hour. That's great, that's great. Time is up. Let me see C is correct or not. That's right, Mrs. Sumit Pawar, Miss Anusha. Rightly answer the question. Okay. So, as we discussed here, that is what is the length of train A. Length of train A is 48 into 5 by 18. I converted the speed in meter per second, as second is there here into 18, and that comes 5 4 20, that is 240. Am I right over here? So, what is the length of train B? Length of train B is 240 plus 60, that is 300, and it is said that 60 meter more, and it crossed the pole in 30 seconds. So, what is the speed of B? Speed of B is 300 divided by 30 and 10 meter per second, we know 36 kilometer per hour. If you did not mug up it, then you can always go for into 18 by 5. So, then it comes 36 kilometer per hour. Rightly answer the question. Well done, well done. Look at the last question here of today's. Quantity 1 is greater than quantity 2, quantity comparison. So, what kind of question is this? Look at this one. A man completed 6 rounds among the boundary of a rectangular field in with a speed of 12 kilometer per second in 36 minutes. 6 rounds in 36 minutes. Then one round will be 36 divided by 6, which is 6 minutes, which is nothing but 360 seconds. We are understanding that part. The next one is and the length of the field is 170 meter more than that of breadth. So, that means we have given to us is the breadth is equal to B, then length of the rectangular one is B plus how much more? 170 more. And we know the perimeter of the rectangular, which on he is on boundary, that is nothing but perimeter, and the perimeter is 2 times of L plus B, we know that part. Okay, my friends. And what is the next one? The first one is the area. You are asked that the first one, area of the rectangular field, quantity 1, and the quantity 2 is 82,000 square meter. Which one what is the relation between them? So, I can find it out. Based on that I can answer it. How I can find? I need to find the area here. I give 30 seconds for you to think of it, my dear friend, and you can answer the question here. Come on. After 30 seconds, I will definitely give you the way the question to be approached or the solution. Come on. The last part, there is a 3 digit to 3 digit multiplication is there, that you have to do it. Sometimes I just picked up this from the exam question, so that you should not get surprised when this kind of question comes in the exam. Come on, my dear friends. Okay. Time is up. In the meanwhile, I will be solving this question, and I will try to find out the area over here. The area is nothing but this one, L into B, that is the area. Now, we need to find out the area. So, I need to get the L and B. So, what is this one? 2 times of perimeter is given to us, B plus 170 plus B. This is L plus B, perimeter, which is equal to how much time it took to complete 12 with a speed of 12 kilometer per hour. The speed into time, and the time is 360 seconds. So, that is 12 kilometer per hour. Convert this into meter per second, that is 5 by 18, and the time it takes to cover one circle is 360. Here I agree that there is 3 digit to 3 digit multiplication is there, but it is okay. It comes in the exam. So, this is 2 times, this is 3 times, why to go for 3 times, this is 20 times and 20 into 500 and which is 1200 here. Now, here it is 2b into 2, that comes 4b plus 340, which is equal to that much. Then when it goes the other side, then 4b is equal to 860. Will that be 860? Yes, this is 860. Then divide this by 5, you will be, by 4, you will be getting b, and the b is nothing but 4 2 times, and this is 15 times, 215. So, if b is 215, what is your L? The L is 170 more than that of b. So, 215, 315, 385, 385. So, L into b is your area. So, the first quantity 1 is the area, quantity 2 is 82,000. By just multiplying this, you can fix that 1 is greater than 2 or less than or equal to or whatever it is. So, can you conclude this? Option choice C, option choice C, Anusha has said option choice C. So, I am giving this figure here, my dear friend. The moment I give the figure, you got the answer. The product of these two, I am just writing the figure 82775. That's what the figure comes when you are multiplying these two. So, my quantity 1 is 82775. This is what the quantity 1, 82775, and my quantity 2 is 82,000. Obviously, 1 is greater than 2. So, which option in that case? Which option? Option B, 1 is greater than 2. That is right. Right, my friends. So, I discussed the different type of questions and important questions in today's class. So, with this, I hope if you liked it, even the one question helped you, please like the like the button, share with your friends. So, tomorrow I will come with another topic. Till that time, wish you all the best to all of you.